Prologue. The Whisper Before the Storm. They whispered before dawn had even broken. The desert carried their questions like sand carried by wind, restless, spinning without direction. They said, "He is a prince. His heart must be a fortress, his love a matter of lineage and crown." But hearts do not consult bloodlines when they fall like falcons toward the light. My silence became their story, and their stories became a storm. I watched the media build palaces of rumor, each headline a mirage in the heat of speculation. Still, I walked beneath the stars, knowing that love has its own kingdom, and I its humble servant. The falcon's heart. I have raced across dunes where the sand remembers every hoof, and the falcons soar above, guardians of the unseen. They taught me that freedom is not flight. Freedom is the courage to descend, to land beside what the world may never understand. When I first saw her, she was not dressed in silk nor shadow. She wore simplicity like sunrise, a calm light that does not seek to impress. Her eyes were verses written in honesty, and her voice carried no title but truth. I saw in her what poets seek for lifetimes, the soul behind the smile. The media watches the mirage. The city awoke before the muezzin's call. Screens lit up like fires in the night, each headline trying to burn its way into destiny. "Who is she?" they asked. "A foreigner? A commoner? A mystery hidden beneath his keffiyeh?" They searched her name as if it were treasure, and forgot that treasure is not gold, but grace. I watched from my palace window, not with anger, but with quiet amusement. How small the world becomes when love grows larger than reputation. They wrote stories about the untold. They guessed at her origins, painted her face from fragments of imagination. But none could see what I saw, a heart vast as the desert itself, between the sea and the stars. One evening I took her to the sea. The waves bowed as if greeting their queen. The moon, jealous, tried to hide behind the clouds, for her light was softer but more true. I told her, "The world will talk. They will measure us in ways love cannot be measured." She smiled, a quiet rebellion against judgment. "Let them talk," she said. "They do not feed the falcons. They do not ride the dunes. They do not know the rhythm of your heart." And in that moment, I realized strength is not in defiance. It is in serenity. The announcement. The hall was filled with cameras and silence. Every lens aimed not to witness love, but to dissect it. I stood before them, not as ruler, not as prince, but as man. I spoke her name like a prayer. The letters trembled through the air, a melody too pure for gossip. A pause followed, the kind that holds the weight of centuries. Then came the shock, a storm of disbelief, a chorus of "Why her?" as if love required permission.